anything, you just need to be and know this. As you travel this sacred path of light and enlightenment, it is all there. We are travelling to paradise. And I could pretty much promise every one of you here on this day that you are all of the ones who will be going to paradise. It has been said through me in a channeling session. At that time I did not realise that in Revelations and other places also it's written, there are 144,000 Elohim enlightened energy beings upon the earth at this time. This 144,000 are a team of enlightened beings who are being awoken at this time, who carry the star code, the God code, the codes of light. And at this time, these codings are being reawoken. In the beginning of time, they have been dormant, waiting for now, waiting for this time. But each and every one of you sitting in this room are encoded with this, part of this team of God here. And we are all refinding each other. We are relinking. We're seeing each other. We're knowing each other. We're recognizing, hello, hello. I've seen you before. I know you. It's like we're of the same essence. And for all of you here, I'm sure you've walked this journey in this lifetime of often feeling alone, of often feeling different to most others, of often just not knowing why you're here, but knowing that there was something much greater than what you could see before your eyes, and knowing that you seem to see them much more and others don't seem to. And yes, it is because you are different. And at this time, the human cloaks and veils are falling from us. We're becoming more and more that pure energy of God. We're all part of the God team here. The enlightened chosen ones to be on the earth at this sacred time, to bring forth and channel the love and the light and the word of God and the messages to the people. But it's not everyone. It's not everyone who's ready to see and hear and know. And many, many won't see and hear and know. But the more evolved ones who have been here quite a number of lifetimes, they're also on the stairway, to say the stairway to heaven. But now that Sebastian has talked about this, the paradise, and the knowing it to be the fifth dimension that we talk about, it's the stairway to paradise. So we're all on this stairway. Sure, we might be on different steps of the stairway, because we're all designed to be of slightly different vibrations, slightly different energy. We all have a different role at this time. Some it may be, like for me, being told one day in New Zealand, I'd never ever heard of channeling sound or speaking languages that you haven't studied in a book. But one day I was with a patient, with a client. I'm a medical intuitive and a naturopath. And suddenly I was told, oh, you're doing something different today. And my client said, oh, but doll, I love what you normally do. I want what you normally do, and do all the numbers and intuitively work out what's happening in my body, my physical temple. It's like, not today, there's something different. Then I was given a directive, and this is the time to listen, to tune in to what is, and listen to those special sacred messages that you think, is that my imagination? No, it's not. It's your sacred messages, the signs. You're being told, awoken, given directives as I was on this day. And I was told to make a sound. I can't sing at all. I was told to make a sound. And then the sound came through me. And my patient went, oh my gosh, my body is all vibrating. And then the message said, and now there are the words. And the languages started tumbling through me. And since then, and I've been told that the messages at times are Aramaic, at times when I speak to Jewish people, they come up there, can be Hebrew. And now I also know that the languages come from all the realms beyond, that we are linked with, all the Christed star realms, from Pleiades of the fifth dimension to Lyra of the 12th dimension. And now the Pleiades. There's a message from Pleiades. And now also a message of love. A message of love to be said to you from the 8th dimension of Orion. And the sound of love. At this time, we have been given the gifts of what it is that we are here to do and to be upon the earth. When many come and say to me, but what is it? What do I have to do? Sometimes it is obvious. It's like you to write the messages and share it with the people, or you to paint the sacred paintings of the sacred geometry to awaken and go beyond the armours of humanness and into the soul, or you to sing, or you just to be the enlightened one and carry the presence of God and know who you are upon the earth. When I first did my sounds, as I say, I cannot sing, and my daughter, who at the time was 10, said, "Oh, Mummy, that is so not you, because you can't sing." And then she said, "But Mummy, you do know what these sounds are about, don't you?" And I said, "Sweetheart, what are the sounds about?" And she said, "The sounds are about bringing peace to the earth." And Sebastian at that time was 6 years of age, and he said, "And Mummy, I can see in my third eye you doing these sounds in all the other countries, not just this country." And that is what has happened. Australia, the United States, Egypt and the Middle East and Jordan. It's like now into England and France and the next week. It's like now we must walk and follow. And when we're doing the great work, it's like the doors and the windows, and they just open and open and open for us to spread the love. We're all on slightly different levels, even though we're part of the God team. But just knowing that you are encoded with this, and you do carry the presence of love and light on your beings, and to walk as that, and you'll see more and more people will just see you, and they're drawn to you. It's like, oh, what is it? You have something. It's like, and each and every one of you do. And you can't not have this, for it just is. You are the pure God beings upon the earth, and that is truth. And for you, your existence at this time is so different from the masses. The masses are in the fear and the density of being and in the selfish existence, and that is their experience here. But for you, there is a polarization happening, a duality, as we're being opened and awakened more and more into this love state, light state, and we're becoming homesick because we want the love. We know the love in our beings, and we hunger for it. We're starving for it now, because in our beings we know that the time is here, and your soul divine blueprint, it is written, as everything is written for us. And we are remembering who we are and what it is, what we are here for this sacred journey. And I want you all to know that God is with you, holding your hands and walking the walk. And there is nothing now to hold you back. So let go and just be, surrender, and flow in this beautiful ebb of love and light. And now it is the time of detachment. Detachment to everything, detachment to all the physical. We love beauty, but we're finding the beauty now, not in physical things that we can buy in the shops, but it's the birds and the bees and the trees, the flowers, all of that is of the creation energy. It's now that we've been drawn to ones of the same, though there is only a handful of us. But when we find each other, it's like so divine, so pure, like coming home. It's like, absolutely as was said, it's like we know each other, because in our souls we do. And undoubtedly we all know each other. We've seen each other before, we've travelled in past lifetimes before. And as you, and most of you may know, have been given a scale of 1 to 33 lifetimes upon the earth. And in this scale we all fit in. But here you'll be very evolved, and in a very high number. Majority of those upon the earth are 1, 2, 3, 4 lifetimes. 92%, Spirit does tell me, are young souls. And that is why there is so much fear here, so much sadness. It feels all wrong to us, because what we know and what we crave for and what we understand, innately, intuitively, because we are the divine beings, we understand love, we understand light, we understand purity, we understand that of God. We look around, and everything else, everyone else is grabbing for other physical things to try to become, that is their security. But our security is God and faith and being in that knowingness that that is what is in the time of that. It becomes more and more simple and more pure in this knowingness. We're being networked together, linked together. We're finding soulmates, we're finding the soul friends. And it's important at this time. We, in the energy of each other, of the same energies, we grow, we evolve, we flourish, we're nurtured. So it is the time for us to find each other. And this, our work is enhanced. We send love everywhere. And we can do this because we are universal beings. As we awaken to this complete consciousness, this God consciousness, we realize that our energies rip it out everywhere, and not just into this Mother Earth planet, but interdimensionally we're linked in everywhere. And at this time, interdimensionally we're all coming together. When we look out there, we can see so much is happening in preparation for what is to come so soon. And it is all of God. It's the recreation energy, it's the regenesis, a new time, a new beginning, a creation time, the time to move into paradise, in the fifth dimensional beingness. At this time, I want you to close your eyes. We'll go deeper and deeper into your hearts, into your souls, into your knowingness, what is, the all and the everything, and know that you are the sacred beings. Messages of love to open you into your heart, into the sacred love. Opening up to the love of God, the sacredness of that. For we are all light beings upon the earth, enclosed with sacred love. The God love now sacred messages vibrational words and sounds to be brought through to open you to your souls, to your God souls, to know and to remember you are the sacred beings upon the earth at this time. It is a plea, a plea to all of you, to each and every one of you brought on this day, to this place, to this one that we speak through at this time to you. Please know have the realization that you are as it is divine beings upon the earth. Although clothed in that of humanness, you carry that of what is divine. We love you so. We are of us, enlightened beings upon the earth. And now, At this time, the song and the sounds of Hathor. You are the love and the light upon the earth at the sacred time. God bless you all.